we need to talk. Basically, Mario Kart World has been out for only a month now, and it's already getting drowned in controversy. I'm sure you already know that Nintendo made the best decision in the world. Probably this will go down in history as like Nintendo's greatest clutch up, is when they removed the possibility of picking 3-lap tracks in online Nintendo. That's what everyone's talking about right now, that they're so smart for it, and I frankly have to disagree. I know I'm in the minority in this opinion, but I don't care. I'm gonna speak for the people, even though it's just me and, well, we don't talk about him. Hey, it's Future Harry, or Present Harry, I don't know. Full disclaimer, I recorded this video like a whole month ago, when Nintendo first made this change to Mario Kart. But I think it's still relevant, because Nintendo has not reverted that change or fixed it. Even though they have said they did in an update, they have not fixed the update. My point still stands, and everything in this video is still relevant. Alright, so keep watching, I just wanted you to have that discretion. So skipping the jokes, skipping everything, yes, Nintendo is in a lot of controversy, as they always are, alright? When are they not? But this time they made one of the stupidest, silliest decisions in my opinion. But we have even more controversy than just that to talk about in this video, and we'll get to that later, alright? That's the part where I'm at fault here, and I have to make an apology, but I'm going to save that for the end, because I'm not that sorry. Before we get into the video, though, I need you to go into the link in the description. That's the Discord. Join it right now, because me, yes, right, me, I'm starting a community of P-Switch speedrunners. I don't care about the time trials or the actual tracks. We're going into free roam, we're playing the P-Switches, and we're seeing how fast we can do it. So I'm growing that community. If that sounds really interesting for you, you don't have to be a good player. Guess what? There's almost 400 P-Switch missions out there. You only have to be good at one to be number one in the speedrun community, so I think you should join it. That's a good deal. You can be number one world record holder. Well, you could be number one world record. You could be the number one world record holder for one of the P-Switch missions. You know how proud your mom and dad will be? Your dad will come back into your life, assumedly. Hopefully he's still in your life. He doesn't have a dad. So, enough with the plugging, except you should subscribe. You should subscribe right now, because I'm going to start doing weekly updates on the P-Switch speedrunning champions and new strats and everything that's developing, because there's a lot going on with 400 P-Switches out there. It's really exciting. You should join in right now, because we're just getting started. Alright, so Nintendo decided to be big cuckolds, and they took away our tracks, right? Frankly, I wasn't too upset at first in online when you had the chance to pick between intermissions and 3-lap tracks. Like, I know a lot of people wanted a specific mode to pick the 3-lap tracks, and that makes complete sense. I totally understand that, but as a more casual player, I wasn't too frustrated with it. I don't mind the intermissions too bad. It's not too bad. But the part that frustrates me most is this update that Nintendo decided that you don't have a choice. When everyone wants to play the 3-lap tracks and they say, no, now you don't get any. Like, you only get the straight intermissions. Like, first of all, that's kind of funny. A little bit funny, but also so infuriating. Is Nintendo, I don't know if you like having fans or you just want to be like the funniest, like, shitting on game company, because Blizzard's already number one. You're never gonna take number one. That's Blizzard, alright? And then whoever made League of Legends. I don't know who did that, but I fucking hate those people. Whoever did that, fuck you. I'm coming for you. This is a terrorist threat. In Minecraft? In Minecraft. So now Mario Kart World is like infinitely worse, because you can only basically play the intermission tracks, and you don't have much choice to even do the three-lap tracks. I hope someday. I can't even promise. I don't even think I can believe in the future, because Nintendo is like infamous for making the worst decision when it comes to making games. They make the game and it's great at first, and then everything they do after is like, it was peak, and then it's just downhill from there. Just straight downhill. Like, think of Mario 64 Cool Mountain, the penguin race. Straight downhill. Or the baby penguin, you throw them straight down the hill. You just throw them right off the whole mountain. That's Nintendo with their games. And I don't know if you know this already. You probably already know, because you're a well-developed Mario Kart World enthusiast. Unless you're not and you're just a casual, then hey, welcome. Thanks for choosing me. I'm Harry as Harry, by the way. A YouTuber named Shortcat, he's created a Discord where you can just play with the community and online, and you can play only 3. Was that a cat? Were you doing a... You went short? Yeah. The YouTuber Shortcat made this Discord, and basically this Discord, you can play the 3-lap tracks like it's online, because you're just like joining like a friend's lobby, like a friend code lobby or whatever. You're just playing and it fills up with people because it's a big giant Discord. But, you know, it's not by Nintendo. It's a workaround, which is crazy that we even have to find a workaround. I don't know why Nintendo has to have such a big flagpole up their ass, alright? This isn't the checkpoint, Nintendo. This is a freaking, you're out of lives, game over. Does that analogy make sense? And while we're piling on Nintendo real quick, let me just say, dude, you could have added way more bosses in Mario Wonder. Nintendo, you screwed up there. Fuck you for that specifically. Alright, back to Mario Kart World though. It takes a certain kind of ego, a certain amount of pride to force a certain game style on someone. Especially when it's Mario Kart. Something as chaotic as Mario Kart, there's so many ways to play it, and you force them down this narrow path if you can only play it this way, because this is our new feature. These are the intermissions. Did you forget, like, all the rest of the past games you've ever made are tracks, like, only tracks? Like, that's what everyone's used to. That's like feeding a baby, like, breast milk forever and ever, and then all of a sudden you tell them no more titty time, you know? Like, the baby's gonna cry. Wah, wah. Come, Nintendo. Bring me my boobies. Bring me my boobies, Nintendo. Bring the community their well-deserved, full of milk breasticles. I'm sorry for that comment, Nintendo. But also, I think I'm gonna look up Nintendo Rule 34 after this. The game company, not like a specific IP, like that company itself. I don't want to beat a dead Yoshi, you know, into the ground. I think I've discussed this topic as much as I can, and I think at this point I'm just repeating at least my opinions or some other YouTuber or commentator that's already expressed themselves about this. It's a poor choice. Everyone knows this. Nintendo, you freaked up, man, big time, alright? You better hope DK Bonanza makes us forget, because you know we will forget and we will forgive, because that game's going to be amazing. But don't forget that we're mad right now. We're angry. Now, moving on, I also got myself in a little bit of controversy around Mario Kart World, and I'm ashamed to admit it. It was the first week. It was like the first couple days of the game releasing, and I got myself stuck in some fat doo-doo. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to do it, but I did it, you know, and I have to come clean. So basically what happened is I uploaded this YouTube short that said how to dodge a blue shell with a feather, alright? And in it, it's me playing Mario Kart with some friends. This was, no kidding, our second Grand Prix ever playing it, right? And I thought it was so cool because, you know, you don't know the mechanics yet, and I got a feather, and I'm like, how do I use this feather? And Shy Guy Bazaar, and a blue shell's coming. I'm in second, but blue shell's coming, and it strikes down. I use a feather to, like, hop over the explosion or hop out of the way and drive around the explosion, and I was like, wow, I'm goated. I thought it was cool, so I uploaded it. I didn't think anything of it. Well, apparently, I gotta choose the right kind of words, I guess, when I upload things. I guess I can't, like, clickbait, whatever that is. I would never do that, whatever that is, though. I don't know what it is. I think when a lot of people clicked on the video, they had the idea that maybe I would teach them how to dodge a blue shell if you're in first place with the feather, and I can see how that can be a little bit confusing. I can see why people would want to know that, and I guess I'm sorry, but also I didn't lie. If we break down the title, it says how to dodge a blue shell with the feather. First of all, if you look at the video, there's a blue shell coming, not for me. I know it's not coming for me, it's going for first place. But I don't know if you knew this. When the blue shell hits a player, it has a little explosion cloud, almost like a bomb. You know bombs, they're in Mario Kart 2, right? So the bomb explodes. Even if you don't hit the bomb, if you hit the explosion, you do a little spin out in your cart and it slows you down. Believe it or not. The same thing happens, the same effect happens with a blue shell in Mario Kart. Believe it or not. So when I say I dodged the blue shell, I dodged the blue shell explosion. Like that's part of the blue shell, right? So dodging is like when you avoid something, and that's what I did. I avoided the blue shell. So I didn't lie there. And what I used to dodge with it? The feather. So if we go back to the title, let's look at it, take a look, how to dodge a blue shell with a feather in Mario Kart World. I did all the things listed. Maybe it's not what your mind came up with in your head when you clicked on the video. That's not my fault. I didn't lie. I clearly stated what the video was about. I didn't say in first place. I didn't lie. It was a blue shell that I dodged. Like, it's your fault. It's your fault for getting mad. And now you're bombing me with dislikes, and you're all in my comments, you didn't dodge a blue shell. I need to do a frame-by-frame breakdown, actually. I think I should show you. So if you look at this in slow motion, we're going to go frame by frame here. You're going to see the blue shell strike the player in first, right? And oh, look. Harry's using the feather, popping it up, going up to the ledge, And look at that. There's the explosion cloud going off. And Harry's driving by the explosion cloud. So I don't know if you know how momentum or like things work. But like if you're in a car and you're driving fast, you usually keep going as time goes by. You keep going forward. And that blue shell, when it strikes down, it stays in the same place because it stopped moving. It strikes down. So when a stopped object is in front of a moving object, eventually they'll collide. Believe it or not. So what I did is I moved out of the way of that path of the explosion. Oops, I'm out of the way now. I dodged it. There's clearly evidence that I would have ran into this blue shell explosion. You can look at it frame by frame. I drive by the explosion as it's going off. If I stayed on its course, I would have driven right into that cloud. There's no more discussion here. I'm right, you're wrong, and I'm not sorry about it. So if you want to keep disliking my video, go ahead. Give me the engagement. Be my guest. If you want to accuse me of clickbait, I think you should get off YouTube. Log off and throw away your Switch 2 and pay me $100,000. And what else should they do? Like and subscribe. Get back on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Look, I'm sorry if I didn't meet expectations. That's a statement I'm used to saying in my life. I almost always nearly fall short of the finish line, or maybe arrive at the finish line a little too quick. In Mario Kart. I'm fast. I'm good at the game. But I didn't mean it to explicitly, like, clickbait you. I just need you to realize the statement I made was completely honest, not clickbait, correct. If you want the truth, if you want the honest darn truth, no. If you're in first place and you have a feather and the blue shell's coming, you cannot dodge it with a feather. You can't. You gotta have a mushroom or a super horn, or you can fall off, or you can just do the cheat code reverse. I think that's cheating personally. That's dumb. I know Nintendo added that gameplay, but it's dumb. Come on. You guys know it's cheap. It's pretty cheap. Just fall off like a man. Just fall off the course. Be a true gamer. Jump off the course. Jump off. Jump. Jump. Mario jump. Jump Mario. Jump Mario. Mario jump, man. Yep. That's a bit of the controversy for now. I know there's probably a million more controversies I haven't addressed about both myself and Nintendo. You could call me Mario the way I take shrooms and get large and run. And I have a stash. A stash of money hidden at coordinates 3.1472. Thank you guys so much for liking and for subscribing and I guess for watching. That's it for the controversy. Until we meet again, remember, check out the P-Switch World Record book. Just join the Discord, guys. It'll be so fun. And post your world record, because there's 400, there's probably like 380 more P-Switch courses to still post your record for that aren't out there already. So get going. Be a world record holder. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Love you very much. Mamma mia, spaghetti.
Mustache.